How do I know if I'm hitting the ball correctly? So here's a couple of tips to help you get started. The first thing you want to check before you start is the tightness of your wing nut. If this is set too tight, what's going to happen is the ball's going to barely move and you're going to get too much resistance. Obviously the opposite of that, if it's too loose, that ball arm's going to be really floppy. So you want really most of the time for it to be set at a mid kind of tension. Then you're going to get some kind of resistance, which is basically like the impact of an incoming ball, and you're going to be able to apply some topspin. Then the first way that you're going to know you're hitting it correctly is that only your string should be making contact with that ball. If you are clipping the ball with your frame or making contact with any other part of the device using your racket, then that's not what we're looking for. You should be glancing those strings at the back of the ball and applying that topspin smoothly. That's why ideally we suggest to begin with just to start with your hand to get used to that rolling motion. If you from the start begin swinging fast with your racket, then obviously you probably will make contact with some part of the device and you'll either damage the TopspinPro or some part of your racket, just because the weight of the swing is quite heavy with tennis. So you really start slowly and just build up that muscle memory for applying the spin, even if you have to go slowly for a week or two, really to get the hang of the biomechanics of bringing those strings up the back of the ball. Then the second way to know whether you've hit that ball correctly is if the ball arm is snapping forward. Now, if the ball is spinning but the ball arm is staying in position, you might have good topspin and really be getting the ball to spin freely, but you can see that I'm not actually projecting the ball forwards. So if I were to do that on the tennis court, the ball's actually not going to travel very far, even though it's got good spin. It's probably just going to drop on the ground in front of me or in the net. So when you strike that ball with spin, you want that ball arm to be pushing forwards. And that's how you can really tell how much depth you've got on the shot. The further the ball arm snaps forward, the further the ball is going to project in the court. So if you're looking to practice a powerful topspin deep shot, you really want that ball to be pushing forward. If you want to practice a lob as well, that ball should be traveling forward. Maybe if you want to be practicing, say an angled cross-court winner, that ball is probably not going to project quite as far forwards because you're really looking to roll that ball with spin, and it's a much shorter distance than that deep, heavy topspin forehand. So that's basically how you get that visual feedback from the TopspinPro, making sure that no other part of the racket is touching the device, only the strings making contact with the ball, and ensuring that that ball arm is really projecting forward and through. And once you get really comfortable with the biomechanics of the topspin swing, you can actually remove this top panel to practice a more aggressive forward swing as well.